Hello everyone, I am Razorblade Mango, and welcome to the first episode of my new PlayStation News podcast, temporarily known as Dualshock Friday, unless myself or my partner in crime here can come up with a different, better name, because, to be honest, I'm not really good at coming up with creative shit.
Neither am I.
I suck at
no
it.
I
suck at it. And right now I have a very special guest with me today, a good friend of mine. Please introduce yourself, good sir.
We're just calling for now Game Perez.
Game Perez, okay.
Also for now.
Alright.
It's not bad.
Game Perez, alright. How are you doing this fine
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for inviting me.
Hey,
Yes.
no problem.
Okay.
It's better to do this like with somebody, because you know when it's like me doing a review or me just like ranting about something, I like doing that by myself, but when it's discussing stuff in great detail, like for a long...
You need like another opinion, someone to like
I do.
know it.
I totally do.
Somebody will.
I totally do. It's and I have you for that. I have you for that.
Okay.
Alright. Since you are the distinguished guest of honor, I'm going to let you take the first news topic we're going to talk about today.
Alright guys, starting with number 1.
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus February game collection. Outlast for the PS4 and Metro Last Light coming to PS3. For any of you horror fans out there, these are 2 games that you must play. Wow.
Absolutely.
It's out in February.
Is it saying that?
Yeah, pretty
Wait,
much.
what else is coming? Because I know there's more.
There's more of that, but I'm saying horror, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's Well, they did that thing where it's like, oh, well, because it's February and it's about love and all that bullshit, so now we have to do something that'll scare the shit out of you. They either word it just to, like, clean it up. They either word it as scare the bejesus or scare the pants off of you. And what we like to do is scare the shit out of people.
Also, well, it's the same. See what else? For anybody who likes action, Payday 2.
Payday 2? I've actually been meaning to try that.
I actually played the demo. Is
it good?
Yeah, it's alright.
Huh.
It's alright.
Because, ever since GTA 5, with the whole heist thing, and then I saw, like, a lot of clips from Payday 2, I was kind of like, well, it looks a lot like the heist from GTA 5, so that could be cool. And you get to do it with, like, a bunch of other friends and shit.
I'm really excited for Outlast for the PS4. Because, you know...
Because you have a PS4.
I know. You still need to work on your PS4, but...
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that because, you know, like... People are now how... They're so anxious about what it's gonna bring, the horror, the realistic of it, everything. It's amazing because they're saying, you know, I don't know, for some reason people are excited about the game running in 60 frames at 1080p.
Yeah.
I was like, well, let's see how realistic it is.
Yeah. And Remember Me, which, ironically enough, I don't even remember what the hell that is. I don't even...
Neither do I.
I don't even... I saw the clip from it from that trailer they released, but I don't know anything. I guess you can, like, screw with people's memories, you can fight people, and it's kind of just like, okay, whatever.
And finally, for the PS Vita, gets a much better showing for Street Fighter and Tekken as well, with Mod Nation Racers and Road Trip.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That's Capcom continuing to try and save their ship, because they're going down, dude. I'm sorry. If Deep Down doesn't do well on the PS4, Capcom's done, because they've gotten themselves in this situation, especially after like the huge success of like Mighty Number 9. Oh my God, it's really like.
Sega's not doing well too either.
Really?
Yeah. With the release of what was the one with Alien or something?
A Colonial Marine.
Yeah,
oh God, that was Sega.
Yeah, it was Sega.
Oh, see, I keep associating that with Gearbox. Because Gearbox did Borderlands 2, and they did the really crappy Duke Nukem game. It's weird. Whatever's like, I can't think of anything else from them that's really been amazing that didn't have Borderlands in the title. Because. I don't know, maybe they should just stick with Borderlands or something.
I don't know, like, I was gonna get Borderlands on PlayStation Plus, but I was like, nah.
No, dude, you should.
That's why,
Dude, you should.
I should?
We should.
Right.
You should. It's awesome.
It's
so happy they put that on there.
I'll get it before it gets out.
Yeah. Well, Metro Last Light, that especially was like, when they when that was rumored to be, because it leaked. I think it leaked a while back that what was going to be out here, but people weren't sure. And Metro Last Light was on the list, and I was like, oh my god, because I've wanted to play Metro Last Light ever since it came out.
I was like, nobody has the time to buy more games.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's like, I just couldn't really... One, normally when I play games that I'm not sure I want to buy, I go to Redbox. I couldn't go to... I went to every Redbox I could find within my area. I could not find this fucking game.
But I'm more of a guy who likes to keep the game.
Yeah.
Just keep it, because no matter what, you're still going to be playing it.
Yeah, but it's me. I only keep games that... It's like open world, and you get to do tons of side activities and stuff. But if it's like super linear, like... as much as I love LA Noire, I love LA Noire. I love, what was the other one that I got?
Open World?
Well, God of War 3. I love God of War 3 as well. I got 100% trophy achievement on that. And I was just done with it. Because, I love little moments from the game. Like ripping open Titan, like that one Titan Kronos from like the inside. Like gutting him from the inside and like gouging out Poseidon's eyeballs and shit. But I only keep games that I really... Like, I can keep exploring.
Like Skyrim.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah, like Skyrim. Skyrim has, like, infinite amount of shit you can find. And speaking of, like, infinite, okay, in GTA 5, I finally found this the other day, and I hate to go off topic, but I gotta talk about this. There's actually this place in the desert in GTA 5, where if you go, I was doing this mission where you have to join this, like, Scientology cult as Michael, and I was walking around in the desert, because you have to go through a, quote, pilgrimage in the desert, and I came across this like hippie alien culture. They literally painted this giant like concrete mountain with like alien stuff, and they decorated it, and it was so fucking weird. And I've never seen that before in the game. I was just thinking, what the hell is this? And then they were like, oh, hello, brother, woo! And they were like doing the whole like balancing themselves on top of the highest point, and it was like, what the fuck? What? It was just really funny. But Payday 2, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Outlast, when I get the PS4, I really want to get that.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. Yeah, hopefully soon. The PS Vita games, I don't have a Vita, never will get a Vita. Like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, because I'm not really a Street Fighter or I love Tekken, I don't trust Capcom these days. I'm sorry, I don't. And Mod Nation Racers, yeah, I don't give a crap about that.
You have kids, maybe. Yeah.
Well, for kids, yeah, but yeah, I'm not a kid. Well, I am a kid, but I like big boy games like Metro Last Light.
Manly big boy games.
Manly big boy games.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is something that I was really goddamn excited for, and it is the Sly Cooper animated film has been announced. Oh my god, how many times I played this game when I was a kid, I cannot even remember.
Oh man, the TV is ridiculous.
Yes.
I'm thinking about it. Clockwork and all that.
Yes, and Clockwork's going to be in the movie. Because the movie is pretty much a... It's pretty much an adaptation of the first game with like Clockwork and everything. And in the trailer, it shows, it's nothing related to the plot. It's just, Sly and Bentley and Murray trying to go to the donut shop and failing to do that. So, yeah. And, it was funny, which gave me a lot of hope. But a lot of people have been, like, talking some shit about the trailer, because it looks like they did change the art style a lot. They did change the way Sly Cooper looks a little bit. And it does look a little odd to see it at first, and it's not the same voice actor that did it in the games. But, you know what? It still looks awesome. It looks really fucking awesome. And it's... I don't know. It just looks really cool. And it's gonna be coming out, oh my god, in 2016.
There's been a lot of movies coming out right now in 2016.
Oh, I know. And then they're doing the Ratchet and Clank thing, too.
Yeah.
2015, which is like... God. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be out before then, I bet. Like, well, probably not, but... I don't know. We might all be dead before Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 15 comes out. Because it like the thing, and then the art style, it looks, because it's really tough trying to take like a family-friendly game and adapt it into a movie if it's not animated, which I appreciate they're doing this in animated, but my thing with that is, it's like, I don't know, it could look really odd, where in a video game it works, but in like not live action, but in a movie like this, it could have really looked crappy and just cheap, and I don't think it does, which is a huge relief for me. So I was really happy about that. Alright, moving on to the next thing. I'm gonna let you take it away, Gamer Perez.
This is one of my big top questions, and it's mostly a rumor, but I've been a fan of Naughty Dog since I was a kid, mostly with Crash, Jak and Daxter, the Uncharted series, unbelievable, and the one new release of The Last of Us, just it's one of my favorite games of all time. And supposedly right now, there's something going on of The Last of Us 2 in development at Naughty Dog. Then again, this is not confirmed. It is... How do you say, Adam?
It's a fucking rumor.
Exactly. It's just a fucking rumor. Like for all of you, and for anybody who has played already The Last of Us, you saw the ending, you saw what Joel said.
Yeah, don't... You know what? Okay, if you haven't played The Last of Us, tune out for a little bit.
Just tune out for a little bit.
We're going to spoil the ending of the game. Okay.
You can take it if you want to.
Me? Okay. Well, the whole thing with Joel dooming humanity by like not letting Ellie die at the research facility, and them going to live in an encampment. I don't really like the idea. If they really are doing a Last of Us 2, which I do not think they're doing right now at all. I could be wrong, but knowing Naughty Dog, I doubt it. I really doubt they're doing that.
It's the ending the ending just seems way impossible for a sequel.
Yeah.
The way it ended.
It's perfect.
It was just too perfect.
Yeah. Because it's like such a huge moral dilemma, but then making a sequel to it, like The Further Adventures of Joel and Ellie, it's like it would undermine like the mystery of what would happen next in this relationship between the two characters, and
between a father and a daughter relationship.
Yeah, exactly. And I just don't really see, I mean, they could do that. God knows they could do that. It's just,
who knows? Maybe it's like, maybe 10, 20 years later, she's in her 20s, Joel's like in his 60s, They can do that. I don't know. Maybe it can go like that.
My thing is, like, if they do a Last of Us 2, I don't want Joel in the game. And if Ellie's gonna be in it, Ellie needs to be like Joel's age, where she's 50. She needs to be like Tess, where it's like she's on her own, she needs to survive. Maybe she meets like a little girl or a little kid that reminds her a lot of what she was like when she was with Joel.
She gets like these flashbacks, kind of like... I don't know.
I don't know if I'd go with the flashbacks, because I don't know, maybe, but that's the only way I would ever want Last of Us 2. Just, I just want it like that. If they ever do it, which I hope they don't. I hope they just leave it as one game. Uncharted, you can have multiple sequels for that, because that's like Indiana Jones. You can do that.
There's too many adventures out there.
Totally.
The chairman already announced, there's many adventures for Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
They wouldn't call it a trilogy, because it's not a trilogy at all.
Yeah, it's like I don't like to remember there's a fourth Indiana Jones movie, because I didn't like him with the Crystal Skull, but it's just a lot like that, and you can do that. You can get away with sequels for Uncharted, because those are action movies, pretty much. Those are playable action movies. But The Last of Us, it's really just more of like a character drama. And would you really want to see a sequel to like a really amazing character drama?
Like The Walking Dead?
Yeah. I just don't see it.
Of course, we all love zombie games. It's fun. But when it comes to this much of a really well-taught story with great actors and a way astonishing ending, there's no way to make a sequel.
And I guess some people could disagree with that by saying that Walking Dead did get a season 2. Because there is room for development for what Clementine is going through.
Well, with Clementine, but for The Last of Us, there's just...
Yeah. It's just, there's a way, but it's not a very... It would undermine a lot of what happened in the first game.
Very much.
Alright, the next story I want to talk about very briefly is... Actually, no, I don't know briefly, because I do have some ideas of what they could do with this. So, there's a rumor going around that Red Dead Redemption 2 might be coming out... Not coming out, but announced soon as, like, Rockstar's next big project. And, that's not an old story. Because it's not a new story. It's kind of old, because they kind of hinted at this back in July. And I would actually really like to see Red Dead Redemption 2. I want it to be about the death of the Wild West. Because they hinted at that a lot in GTA 5. Not GTA... The fuck? Red Dead Redemption. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of GTA 5 recently. I don't think I want... And again, this is where I don't want... it's been out for almost 4 years now. I'll spoil the ending of this. I don't want to see Jack again because, his story was complete at the end of Red Dead Redemption. I don't want to see Jack. I want to see somebody else. I don't want to see anybody related. I don't want to see, like, the grandson of John or just anybody. I just want a new character. Either they need to go back in time to, like, the old West and make it like the recent Call of Juarez game, where it was like a badass gunslinger spaghetti western kind of thing, or they need to go like a couple years later, do a different character, and have it be like a commentary on the death of the Wild West, like with a lot like what was that movie? God damn it, where it was like the cowboys were dying, and there's really no place for them anymore in the new front. Oh, well, I can't remember the name of the movie, but Rango was a lot like that. Where it's like, look, we're businessmen. We have no need for you rootin' tune cowboys anymore. And it's kind of what I feel like Red Dead Redemption, the next one, should be like. What do you think, man?
Well, talking about Red Dead Redemption, I played part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, did I spoil it for you?
I'm
sorry.
No, you're not the first. My friend spoiled it for me before
okay,
that. That's why I held. And that's why.
Oh, okay. Then
it's one of those games. Like it's cowboys and anything. There's hardly games like that. Except for Call of Juarez and all that.
Call of Juarez the new one was awesome.
Gunslinger? Yeah.
Gunslinger was cool. I gotta show it to you when we're done with this. It's really badass.
I played it.
Oh, you played it?
I played it.
It's so badass. Oh my god.
Oh, what's the guy's name? John Marston, right?
Yeah.
John Marston. The way he talked, the way the game was, it just looked like a real Western movie mostly. The way he acted tough and wasn't scared of anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like. I played maybe like half of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty fun. And I agree with you. Should do a new character, somebody new, not his son, but somebody new.
Yeah. Also, there's been of course, with the PC version of GTA 5 coming out soon, which, that's going to be inevitable no matter how many times Rockstar denies that. And then there's a rumor going around also that there's going to be a next-gen GTA 5, which would not surprise me, but I don't know why they didn't just release it like that to begin with. I don't...
It's not going to be the same thing they did with Tomb Raider, right?
It might be. It might be like a Game of the Year edition coming out on next gen console when they release the
a little bit more realistic, better.
Yeah. Where, there's less pop-in textures and stuff like that.
More smooth image.
Yeah. My beef with that, if they decide to go with something like this, it's the same thing. But the Tomb Raider that came out a year ago. Unless GTA 5 does something like that next September with PS4 and Xbox One, then I don't mind, because it's been out for a year and we've all had time to enjoy it. And then for the people that still haven't played it, you can get it on the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Enjoy it way better.
Yeah. with all the DLC and everything.
Yeah, all DLCs, of course.
And but if they do something like that within the next few months, it's like, why didn't you just do that? Why didn't you just do back in September? Why didn't you just do PS4, Xbox One, PC, PS3, Xbox 360? Why didn't you just do that? You would have made so much fucking money. You would have had so many happy people with that, and that would have been like a real like jump start for the consoles to like, oh shit, there's a new Grand Theft Auto already on the next gen consoles.
So why didn't they release it on PC? Why?
I don't know. They did that. I think they did that with 4, where they released the console version first, and then they released the PC version like a bunch of months later. I don't know why they do that. It's really
supposedly
weird.
they just announced what the game was like 60 gigabytes.
Was it?
No, it didn't seem to me like it was 60 gigabytes at all. I don't know. If it was 60 gigabytes, it would have done way more better.
I don't know.
The game would have been way. Alright, guys. For all of those who have a PlayStation Pulse set, fear not. There will be a PS4 1.6 update coming on February 22, which will be.
It's a rumor.
Well, it's a rumor.
Oh,
so.
no, well.
Is it a rumor? Is it?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know that. Well, now your Pulse set will be compatible with the PS4.
Good. Thank God.
I don't know. That sucks. And then what's the point of buying one that you have now and like buying another one?
Mm-hmm. Well, they did. They announced they were gonna have a PS4 specifically built Pulse headset coming out in like March or April or some shit like that, and it kind of was odd to announce that when you could already use use some of your Pulse headsets on this thing, and it was like, I forgot what the price was. It was around $139.99 or something like that, and people were like, "There's no fucking way we're gonna do that. That's way too much money."
My friend got it, and he's like, well, my friend's brother. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, my brother got that. I'm like, really? How much did it cost him? Like 120?
Yeah.
I'm like, Terry, he's only 8. Like, I've been hearing them. They're nice. They're really good.
Cool. And it'll be the 1.6 update. Thank God. Because, yeah. Well, you know more about the PS4 than I do, because you actually have the damn thing. So.
Battlefield 4 is like, love blowing shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what is the next thing we've got, Gamer Perez?
Well, PS4 demand, trust me, it's been gone way up high right now. People are demanding it. They're demanding it more than the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Talk about it, like, the other day I was talking with Razorblade. Mm-hmm. With another friend of ours, it was funny because he was like trying to search for a PS4 and he only found one in stock. Well, remember? You were telling me about that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
you were telling me, and he's like trying to search Xbox One. It's like in stock, and there's only one PS4.
Oh, I know.
And the demand has gone so much that the PS4 will now be in stock on a weekly basis.
Yeah, thank God, because they need it.
People are demanding it.
Oh, I know. Well, because like I said on one of my other videos, it's like last month, Microsoft were like, "Oh, we beat Sony, ha ha ha," only because like Sony's supply was so low, because like all these people wanted a PS4 and it just was not possible to make that many at a time, and so it was just, it's chaos.
And now Sony's gonna beat Microsoft.
Hopefully.
The demand is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Well, the supply is also increasing, thank God. And I also have a site. If any of you guys are out there looking for a PS4 and you're having a really shitty time trying to find one, fear not, for I will provide a website in the comment thing, whatever the fuck you call that little area of text you can put stuff in, like links and shit.
Just one that you'll leave a link.
Yeah, I'll leave a link to the site. It's really helpful. It's helped me a lot try to find, like I said, I tracked down where they. Sorry for the quick cuts, people. Something's going on with my recording equipment. I'll look into that once we're done with this show. But what's the next thing we're going to talk about, Gamer Press?
Well, the next thing right now, which you'll take over, is the Elder Scrolls Online won't require PlayStation Plus.
Thank God. It's seriously, like, this has been something that's been bugging me, because I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan. I've waited so long for it to go online, and I've been really kind of... I like what they're doing, like, gameplay-wise for this stuff, and it looks really cool. But, oh my God, the pricing on this is insane. It's like $60 out of the box for this thing, which is like more like $64 with tax.
Plus another $15 a month.
Yeah, so you're, oh my God, you're spending $180 a year for this one game, plus the $60 you spent.
Is it $180?
It's 12 months, $15.
30.
Yeah,
it's
180.
Plus 60 plus another I'm a genius. Later on.
I'm a genius.
Hurrah.
Hurrah. But, and then on top of that, with the whole PlayStation Plus thing, that's what's been concerning me for a long time. That's like, oh my God, really? Like, and then we have to pay $49.99 a year for PlayStation Plus to play this shit? No way. There's no fucking way I'm doing that. But thankfully they announced that it won't require PlayStation Plus, which is good. Thank God. Because that would have, if it had required PlayStation Plus for this, there would be like an explosion of anger on the internet. There's no way. But, I still am not really all that sold on this so far. I'm not seeing the value in it being $64 out of the box, and then another $15 a month on top of that. Unless it's free, and then when it becomes free to play, then I will buy it. Because I will pay that, it's like Guild Wars 2, I will pay that money for it out of the box, mine for life, totally free, no monthly subscription. I really was hoping Elder Scrolls Online would learn from Guild Wars 2 about not having the pay-to-play thing, but, you know, I guess Bethesda has to make their money with this shit, because I guess it's too good of a financial opportunity to pass up. Which is the bad part of the bad side of this, for all you Xbox guys out there, is that you still have to pay Xbox Gold to do this. And Bethesda, I guess, is trying to come up with some kind of deal with Microsoft to remove the need for Gold to play this online, which is unfortunate, but you know what? We're here to talk about PlayStation, and thankfully, PlayStation does not have this. Thank God. That's all I'll say about that. Alright, and the next thing I'll cover relating to Elder Scrolls Online is that the Imperial Edition has been announced, and the physical edition is gonna rob you. Well, not really rob you, but it's gonna take at least $100 from you. And this digital version is going to be $79.99, but it won't come with any of like the physical stuff, like the statue and all that shit. And the Elder Scrolls Online, you know, this Imperial Edition is pretty kick-ass. It looks really fucking cool. And here's what's in it. The Imperial Edition is going to come with a 12-inch statue of Molag and if you don't know who Molag is, he's the Daedric Prince of Ball, and he's just like this really crazy fucking evil demon kind of thing. And I think, if I remember, my memory serves me correct, you gain his mace in Skyrim when you literally beat a priest to death, and it was just fucking nuts. It was crazy. And you also get a map of Tamriel, which is cool, because all the collector's editions of all the other games come with the maps. Like Skyrim, the collector's edition of Skyrim came with the map of Skyrim. Oblivion came with the map of Cyrodiil. Morrowind, of course, came with the map of Solstice. And here it's going to come with all of Tamriel. So, oh my God, that's awesome. And it's also going to come with this big-ass 224-page illustrated book. So this giant art book. Which, if I was going to get this, that would be the thing I'd be looking forward to the most. Because I love looking at the art of video games. And I love seeing like hand-drawn creations of what's going to be eventually become these nice HD characters and locations and shit like that. So, that I'm really excited about. And for the digital stuff, you'll also get to play as an Imperial, regardless of your alliance in the game. You also get a white Imperial horse, a mud crab pet, which is interesting, and a pair of rings of Mara. And the whole thing is going to be in this nice steelbook packaging. So that would be really nice. If you guys want to make the investment and want all this really sweet stuff, and you're going to play it on the PS4, I would definitely recommend you guys get it like this. Because it sounds awesome. And you know what? Fuck it. You're already paying so much money a month for like the online stuff and everything. Why not invest the extra money in the Imperial Edition?
Why not?
And why not? It just looks cool. Alright. Gamer Perez, what's the next thing we're going to talk about?
Well, something I've been really hoping for a very, very long time since the last one. Uncharted 4.
Yes.
Nathan Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I started like my little brother loves this guy.
Yeah.
Well, since what's his name? Todd Stashwick, right?
Yeah.
Since she's been tweeting so much on Twitter, of course.
Yep.
About him being in a new Uncharted game. What was it that he posted again? Where is it that he posted?
He posted, it was this weird sentence, and he actually hashtagged it with a spoiler, which is interesting. And he said, he's saying something like, there's a lot of charting that will be Amy Hennig, who's the lead writer of these games. He's like, oh yeah, she's the master. She's got a doctor in charting of the or something like that. It's just really odd.
Something about him doing a scene with a bunch of like jumping off. With
it's
some shootouts.
A river crossing scene, and he actually shows a pixelated game, which it's not Uncharted, but it's like.
It's teasing. It's teasing.
It could be. Yeah, this could be a confirmation that they are gonna have a river crossing scene, which would be really badass.
No shit.
What are your what action scenes do you think you want to see in this one? What are like your wish list story ideas for this one?
Oh man, well, I know in the third one, spoiler alert for any of you guys that haven't played it. You think that Elena and Nathan Drake are still going to be together?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. You think he'll have a son or a baby or anything?
I hope he doesn't.
Nah, it's too soon right now.
Yeah.
So he's only, 35? Yeah, he's 35.
No, that's not that. Not that young. 35, You can get away with having a kid. No one will really think twice about it.
Pretty much, obvious, Sully, of course.
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be sad? If Sully had died.
Dude, I was sad. So sad. I was sad. I thought he died.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He fucking
Sully, no.
Yeah.
I was like,
But what's the item you want them to look for in Uncharted 4? Because there's always an item. It's a mythological item.
See, there was the first one was a treasure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Treasure. Second one,
Fountain of Youth.
Was it?
Yeah. No, it
was something about if you drink it, you become like.
That's the Fountain of Youth. It was like the Fountain of Youth, and I remember one of them being about El Dorado, I think.
No, the first one was El Dorado.
The first one was El Dorado. The second one was the Fountain of Youth.
Gives you strength.
Third one was this rich sand. It was like a mythological sand. It was where
that if they open it, that it will be unleash hell and roll earth. This one, obviously, every Uncharted will always be like mythological.
Yeah, it would be like Indiana Jones.
Pretty much. What do you think? Like something maybe in the pyramids now?
You know what I want to see?
What?
I want to see them look for the Staff of Moses.
Ah.
That would be either that, Atlantis, or the Garden of Eden. One of those three. Any of those three would be so interesting.
I'm down with Atlantis.
If they try to find the lost city of Atlantis, that would be so badass. Because all the cinematic depictions of what Atlantis looks like have been great.
Because they already done with Shangri-La.
Yeah. And the Garden of Eden, that'd be interesting if they actually found the spot of where the Garden of Eden originally, came from. Which that could make for some really gorgeous next-gen effects for that. Oh my god, all the colors and then the animals and all that shit. Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
I know this is pretty old. This is last year.
Yeah.
But there was something out that Naughty Dog wanted to hire an artist who can do a 1 million polygon model.
Huh.
And when, the more polygon, the more realistic, more detailed the character is.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine. Imagine so realistic you wouldn't even tell, like, you're watching a movie or it's, like, looking through a damn window or something.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
It would just be like, oh my fucking god, holy shit. It's amazing. Alright. The next thing I want to talk about is the Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, PS4, the release date, and the Collector's Edition. The release date is going to be April 14th, and I've heard a lot of good things about this game. I was one of the guys that played the original Final Fantasy XIV online, and it was horrible. It was so embarrassing that almost everything about it was terrible, except for the music and the graphics. The graphics and the music were cool. Gameplay was broken. It was boring as hell. The map was a disaster. The questing was a disaster. The smithing was a disaster. The potion making was a disaster. Pretty much the market, everything was a disaster. And because of this, Square Enix took a huge blow financially and critically in the eyes of fans. And so they were like, "Oh, we're sorry. We'll come back and we'll reshuffle the whole team and we'll make another version." And then when they announced this, a lot of people were like, "Yeah, right. Okay, you're gonna do this, blah blah blah." And it turned out to be really good, what I've heard, which has gotten my curiosity up about what this is going to be like. So the Collector's Edition has been announced, and what it's going to come with, it's going to come with the physical stuff, it's going to come with, the exclusive, like, the nice packaging box. Oh my god, doesn't that look great?
It does.
The artwork and everything, oh my god, that looks so beautiful. It's also going to come with an art book. It's called The Art of Orzea, A Realm Reimagined, so that would be really cool. Final Fantasy XIV, 7th Umbral Era movie disc, The Waning of the Sixth Sun. I don't know what that is. That could be like an original movie that they did for this collector's edition. That'd be badass, And they're including the soundtrack, which probably that would be the thing that I would really want, because I'm like one of those guys that loves listening to video game music. That would be like right up my alley for that. It's also going to come with an art card set. I don't really know what that is. It's going to come with a themed security token, which, again, I don't know what that is. Also, the in-game items are going to be a fat chocobo mount. There's a coral mount. There's a behemoth barding for your chocobo mount. A wind-up Moogle minion. A baby behemoth minion. And the Helm of Light, which increases your earned experience by 20% until level 10. So, you know what? Pre-orders are starting right now. If, you really don't care about Final Fantasy XIV, I wouldn't really recommend this, but if you're one of those guys that has some cash to blow, and you've been meaning to play this game like I have, I would recommend you pick this up. I mean, I'm tempted to pick this up, because, it's cheap. It's $40, and fuck you. Fuck
all
you.
Ones,
yeah,
all ones.
All ones. Make it rain. Make it rain. We'll see. I'm tempted to do this. Alright. And the last thing we're going to talk about on this show, which has come to an end, is... I'm gonna let you.
Well, you just really showed me the video.
Alright. You want me to take care of this?
I'll just say, it looks interesting. It's a game that I will really buy.
Okay.
Because I am a huge fan.
Mm-hmm. And we're talking about Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments will be coming to PS3 and PS4. And this is interesting, where it's like, of course, it's a detective game. It's Sherlock Holmes. I don't know why. That's no shit, Sherlock, pun intended. Is that it looks a lot like L.A. Noire.
It does.
Where you investigate crimes, you interrogate people, you connect the dots with it and everything. And I love that. Like I said, I love L.A. Noire. I love detective stories. I love BBC's Sherlock. I adore it. So it was kind of weird seeing the trailer for the first time and not hearing Benedict Cumberbatch's voice coming out of Sherlock Holmes, which was odd. And it's going to offer 6 different cases, with each one not having a single conclusion, but up to 6, with each of them you incriminate a different person. And really, the thing that sticks out for me in this is that it's going to focus a lot on taking Sherlock Holmes to, like, you are Sherlock Holmes in this, like, really deeply, emotional, intellectual way that they describe as not being able to be done in video games before with Sherlock Holmes. And what's shown in the trailer, which is a really cool trailer, and it actually shows his thought process where he's connecting all the dots, literally connecting the dots from all the clues he's uncovered and stuff like that. So I'm really interested in what this game is going to be like. And it's coming out this year on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. And I think it looks really cool. And it's kind of an odd way to end this show. But you know what? It looks cool. What do you think about it?
It does look cool.
It looks cool.
I'm a fan, Who doesn't love detective games?
Well, the thing with L.A. Noire, it's like it was an experiment into the point-and-click adventure stuff that would eventually be, like, really popularized by L.A. Noire. So, I don't know.
You want to talk about
it? I don't know. Alright, so thank you, good sir, for joining me on my first podcast. Not my first podcast, but this first podcast, Dualshock Friday. Alright, guys. If any of you guys could come up with a better name than Dualshock Friday, I would love to hear it. I really would, because, yeah, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, we just had like a week to plan this or something.
Yeah. I'd say we did pretty well for having just a week to plan this.
It came out pretty good.
It came out pretty well. Alright, guys. Remember to rate, favorite, comment, and subscribe, and like this. And if you guys have any stories you want me to talk about, any questions you want us to answer, please let us know. Please comment in this video. Alright, guys. And this is from... Thank you, good sir, for being on here once again.
Jane Perez, as always. You can always find me on Twitter as well if you want to ask any questions that we can answer in our video, or next, or any in the future. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Alright.
Alright. See you later, guys. Have a good one.